Hello and welcome to the Borderlands 4 gameplay trailer reveal breakdown. If you guys want to see the original trailer, I'll link it in the description down below. But in this one, I've combed through the entire trailer looking for any secrets. Plus, I've got an article from Gearbox themselves that confirms extra details like, the bosses' names, the factions' names, the planets' names, all that good stuff. Also, apologies if I sound kind of sick. It's because I am. The trailer starts off with the original Borderlands 4 teaser that we got with the Psycho Mask at the metal hand with the claws. We originally thought that could have been an Iridian, but turns out it is almost definitely not. It seems to be one of the first characters they introduced, which is the leader of the new Psycho group that is on this new planet, which is confirmed to be the group's called the Rippers, and the leader is called Callus, which she looks insane, by the way. Both the names confirmed by that article I was talking about from Gearbox themselves. And yeah, that shot pans out a little bit further. You can see more of her arm and the side of her face, and then it immediately transitions to her putting that mask onto somebody. It starts glowing red, which low-key looks like they're controlling them, or it might be just part of their tech. I'm not 100% sure. It just kind of seemed like that. But as you can see by the entire group she's around, they've all got insane enhancements, like big metal arms or weapons hanging off them everywhere. Which, if it's the same vibe as Cyberpunk, Ripper Docs, give you enhancements and metal arms and upgrades and all that, definitely seems to fit this group as well. They all seem incredibly enhanced. We then get an insane shot of Elpis, which is Pandora's moon, which Lilith phase shifted apparently unintentionally into this planet, which is the blue shards everywhere. Had a shield originally that was hiding the planet, and she phase shifted an entire moon into that casually. We then get a shot of the new main enemies in the game, which are called the Order, apparently. Very Star Wars-like, big lineup, floating dudes with the scythes, that's how it's pronounced. Big guy up top is the main enemy, which is the Timekeeper. Very interesting character, one because Timekeeper, and they control time. And then also confirmed via Eruption Fang, who I heard via Epic Energy, so shout out both those guys, both legends in the community. Apparently the Timekeeper is confirmed via Borderlands 3 Iriad Echolog to be a Vault monster. Insane. I collected all those Echologs, but I definitely did not remember that from 2019. But there you go, there's an extra fun piece of information. But this guy looks insane. All of these guys look insane, to be clear. They then just both go into an all-out war against each other in the center of this desert, but we don't seem to be involved with either side. Both feel like they would be our enemies, so I don't know how we fit into this. Also, the planet name has been confirmed to be Kairos via that article as well, which is very cool. We don't seem to be traveling to any other planet in this game. It seems like we're just exploring this one in particular, but just a lot more areas of this planet as opposed to like Borderlands 3 where it's small sections of a bunch of different planets. We then get 4 or 5 different environment new map shots as well, which look insane, like really HD. They're not actually held back. It's been confirmed that they're not being put onto old gen consoles like PS4 whatnot. So they're not held back by the old hardware, so they've clearly gone all out with the graphics, which looks great. As I say that water looks so derpy for no apparent reason. Just a theory, but this section looks like it'll be our new Sanctuary hub, or at least a friendly zone. There seems to be, NPCs walking around that look chill, like they're not going to rip our head off. And they show it multiple times, so I feel like this could be our new Sanctuary. Oh, and for split screen enjoys, it is back on console. You can play it with up to 2 people, and then online you can have up to 4-player co-op on console, PC, whatever. Not sure if crossplay has been confirmed yet, but surely because it was in Borderlands 3 and Wonderlands, I'm hoping at least. Then we got the big reveal, our brand new 4 Vault Hunters, starting with the very obvious Siren, who I think looks sick. The purple tattoos are a big note, by the way. Pretty sure every other Siren, correct me if I'm wrong, has blue tattoos, and hers are purple, so that's cool. Don't know why they're different. Jacket looks sick, the drip looks sick. Everywhere else, big guy. I mean, he's just a classic big guy. He's got a bit of mech suit going on. He looks pretty cool. I'm not usually a big guy character. The other two, I would say the main complaint from the community so far are the characters look kind of not that exciting, which I get for the left and right one. They don't seem to have that cool cosmetics. You can't really see what their action abilities are yet. -1, I'll get to that. Which I feel like fair criticism, they're not that cool looking, but I wouldn't be that worried about it personally because cosmetics are so easy to change. Like you get 30-ish cosmetics that are way cooler than your base character in like your first playthrough, so you can just switch that up as you play. I just want to see what their cool abilities are. Speaking of action skills, so far what we've seen, the guy on the left has 2 dual swords, which look sick. Plus he's got this blue HUD in front of him. You don't actually see what it looks like in first person, but you can see it, him doing flips and stuff, which is very cool. I assume that's his action skill. I also theorize that he could be the invisible character, like the Flak or the Zero of this game, because the melee character usually is, but you don't actually see it. That's just a theory of mine. Then towards the end of the trailer, we probably get the most in-depth look at an action skill, being the big guy's action skill. He jumps up, throws an initial axe, which seems to do AoE damage. It also might be sucking enemies in. He then immediately brings out two elemental axes, one fire, one cryo, so both those elements are confirmed. And he seems to choose the fire axe and throws it at an enemy. Not sure if you have to choose one for your ability, or you might even be able to throw both if you choose to. And then hits an enemy with that, which looks sick. We unfortunately don't get a look at the Siren abilities, and we don't get a look at the character on the right's abilities, which is probably the main complaints where people are like, she looks boring, because you don't see what she does, and I'll be honest, the drip is not very drip. We do get a shot of the big guy doing a ground slam, so ground slam is back for ground slam enjoyers. We then also get a shot of a bunch of different weapons. Laser weapons are confirmed to be back. We get a cool shot of the Siren using one of those, or beam weapons, whatever you want to call them. We also get Jacobs is confirmed to be back. I think one of them is a melee one weapon, but that's more a theory, but it's definitely a Jacobs weapon. And then we do get a shot of the rarities, which so far is only up to legendary. A bunch of people, myself included, were hoping we would see something a little higher than legendary, a Seraph perhaps, maybe a different one. But so far we have, the white, green, blue, purple, and the legendary. The legendaries do have a fun little beam on them. Not sure if that's just a new thing for Borderlands 4, like they had Wonderlands, had different color beams. It could be a certain kind of legendary, but they do all have the same beam as shown in the trailer. So I'm assuming it's just a legendary beam for this game. Also, characters confirming to be back are Claptrap. You can't have a Borderlands game without Claptrap. We also have Zane, but he's older and way cooler looking now, so that's cool. We're also shown two other characters which aren't shown to be anyone in particular, but she's dripped out. She looks great. Also, one of the map shots is huge, like very open, explorable, which was teased by Randy on Twitter that a lot of the game is going to be like that. So far, we've only seen one. I think bits and parts are going to be, your classic Borderlands size maps, and then this one being a lot bigger. We also see two of the new vehicles. One of them looks like a pod racer from Star Wars, so remaining on theme for that as well. They also don't seem to be spawned in from any catch a ride or station like that, so fingers crossed, because the maps are a lot bigger, you might be able to just spawn a car on yourself, which is a huge upgrade. Speaking of getting around the map, grapple hooks are in this game, which look very sick. It doesn't look like you can just grapple hook wherever you want, unfortunately, but there are particular spots where you can just grab on and then just throw yourself up an extra level of a building, and then you're basically airborne, activate that action skill and attack from airborne, which is very cool. I combed through the trailer and I can only find one other spot where there is a grapple hook spot, and it's right behind this guy chilling under an umbrella. If you see any that I've missed, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to see it. I couldn't find any bandit-esque weapons in any of the clips, but there is Scav graffiti in one of the clips. Scav being the Borderlands pre-sequel bandit equivalent. Don't know if that means anything, but thought I'd just mention it. There could be scav weapons, there could be scav enemies. We might go to Elpis and find scavs, just random fun fact. And then we get this sick final shot of the new vault with Elpis in the background, the blue shards are smashed to pieces. Then we got the Timekeeper main enemy in the center, who seems to activate it, and the vault is yellow, not purple, which they usually are all purple. So it makes me think this could be his vault. He might have just opened it, he might be in control of it or whatever. But it looks sick. Very keen to see more in the gameplay debut, which is early 2025, confirmed by a few people from Gearbox on Twitter. I want to just see more, honestly. All the action skills, I definitely want to see that. The fourth character, which we really didn't get to see much of anything from them, I want to see that. Also, the release date. There is no, season. There's definitely no date for it. Just as 2025 at the end of this. But fingers crossed it's still early, or at least mid-2025. Please don't compete with GTA. That seems like a bad idea. If I missed anything in this trailer, you guys want to let us know, throw in the comment section down below. Smash subscribe for Borderlands 4. As soon as this game comes out, I'll be going ham, and if there's any more update, I'll let you guys know. Till then, have a fantastic day. Adios.